There are a lot of fashionable businesses in Kensington. Along with the restaurants, personal services, and healthcare shops, there's a unique business that just opened up. Calgary's first bricks-and-mortar Bitcoin establishment.
We were meeting people in like Denny's or Tim Hortons or whatever, and we were doing enough of that that we figured it was time to make it a little bit more legitimate, you know? There's something a little bit shady about meeting a stranger with $1,000 in a Denny's. Yeah. So I think that that's something that we kind of wish there was a store we could go into, and we figured, you know, other people will want to go into a store as well.
Dave Bradley and his business partner are mining virtual currencies, including Bitcoin, using powerful computers right in the store.
Now with Bitcoins, there's specialized computers that are a whole lot faster.
Bitcoins are mathematically generated by computers in a peer-to-peer network.
It's almost like every week is a little bit less profitable than the last, because the number of Bitcoins that are generated is fixed, and so the more people who are doing the mining and the more total power that's contributed to that network, the smaller your piece of the pie is.
But before we go too far on the Bitcoin bank, perhaps a primer is needed about virtual currency.
Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoins are digital coins you can send through the internet. Compared to other alternatives, Bitcoins have a number of advantages. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower, you can use them in every country, your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits.
Considered by some a passing internet fad, Bradley says digital currency is gaining legitimacy.
When we were doing it at Tim Hortons and Denny's and stuff, it was almost exclusively like nerdy guys in their late 20s, early 30s kind of thing, whereas now we've had every demographic.
Like other commodities, including gold or silver, Bitcoin values fluctuate. In the last month, Bitcoin has traded between $800 and $1,125 a piece. Total circulation will eventually be capped.
You can purchase video games, gifts.
It's an unregulated currency. Online merchants like it because there aren't those hefty transaction fees that go with debit and credit cards. But it's also been linked to illegal transactions and money laundering.
It does have some natural advantages that make it attractive to that kind of thing, but I don't think it in and of itself lends itself to anything nefarious. And I think that the percentage of transactions that are being used in that way has decreased drastically over the last couple of years, while we've seen all kinds of legitimate business cropping up with Bitcoin.
Ottawa doesn't recognize Bitcoin as a legitimate currency, but Bradley isn't worried. Right now it's trading in the high 900s?
I believe so. It's moving really fast today, though. It's been all over the place.
He says business has really taken off in recent months. He's convinced of the merits of digital currency.
A specialized one for mining Bitcoins? Mm-hmm.
With files from Tamara Ganak, Rick Donkers, CalgaryHerald.com.
It was basically just using regular computers like this one,